clap. Three, two, one, and we are live. What is up, everybody? This is the Digital Realms podcast, hosted by me, Alex, joined by
Gabe.
And today we're talking about the everything, the game of the year, the game awards, all of that bullshit. So let's get into it.
It is definitely bullshit.
It is bullshit.
A lot of people are supporting it. They're saying it's great. I don't believe it.
I've heard it's great too. I feel like there are other games, like Black Myth Wukong, that probably should have been that.
Yes.
But having not played that or Astrobot, but having seen gameplay of that and Astrobot, I don't know, because they're two very different games. And I feel like Astrobot did a good job at what it was trying to do. So I don't know how I feel about it.
Okay. Astrobot won Game of the Year.
Yes.
Just in case you're not picking up what we're laying down.
Yes, Astrobot is Game of the Year. Sorry, I should have established that to begin with.
It's okay. Listen. Personally, I haven't played Astrobot. I played the PS5 when it came on the PS5.
Yeah.
That Astrobot.
Yeah, that one. That one was good.
It was good.
It was more of a tech demo than anything else. But
Exactly.
It was good.
I haven't played Astrobot, the new one. And I haven't played Black Myth. I'll be honest. I'm not going to glaze and, say I have played it. I haven't.
There's no reason to come on a game you've not played yet.
Exactly. I don't see how it won.
No.
I don't.
No. Like
It's
okay.
I don't understand.
Have you ever seen a Mario game nominated for Game of the Year?
Let's look.
Has that ever happened? Because I don't remember like any Mario game ever winning Game of the Year, and that's basically what Astrobot is. What you got on the incognito tab?
I don't want to pay for UFC Fight Pass.
This is what incognito is for. Even though it doesn't hide your search history.
Nominated for an Oscar? Oh, they're talking about that.
Let's find out if Mario has ever been nominated for Game of the Year.
I can't.
Rad.
They have Super Mario 64.
Okay.
Super Mario Galaxy.
Okay.
That's good. That's understandable.
I'm glad we looked this up because I didn't remember. But Mario Galaxy was what I was thinking might have. Mario Galaxy won multiple Game of the Year awards. And so did Mario 64.
Hang on. I gotta pull up something on FL.
Let's see here. Okay, are we good?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let's see.
We're good.
Yeah, we are good.
We're chilling.
Okay.
I just don't think you can compare that, though.
No, I don't either. I don't know. I feel like 2024 wasn't a great year for gaming.
It wasn't.
Overall.
I mean, there was a couple hits, like Black Myth and Elden Ring.
And Astrobot.
Astrobot.
You can't forget about Balatro.
I looked... I thought about getting Balatro, and I was like, okay, $10. Let me look at it.
Yeah.
I could play the same thing on Windows. The card, what is it? Solitaire.
It's not solitaire, though. It's poker.
Whatever. Same thing.
Yeah.
Cards.
Yeah.
I could pretty much get the same enjoyment. Or I can go on
Maybe.
stake.com
Yeah.
and gamble.
Yeah, you can do that. You can do that.
I don't know. It was a weird it was a weird year. Weird year for gaming, man.
It was. It
But
was.
I feel like they got robbed. I feel like Black Myth should have got it. Me personally, I don't know who you think should have got it.
Yeah.
But I think Black Myth should have got it.
Honestly, I didn't care about any of the games on the list.
So
I didn't give a shit about any of these games because I hadn't played them. I thought it was interesting that Shadow of the Erd Tree was on there.
Because it's a DLC.
Because it's a DLC, even though it's bigger than some games,
It
some full-length games.
Yep.
Like, you can pay $70 for a 17-hour game, or pay $40 for Shadow of the Erdtree, and you get 40 hours out of it.
Yep.
So, depending on how good you are at it. Anyway.
Yeah, it's hard.
But
yeah. But no, a lot of people are saying, I don't know if you know this.
yeah.
Did you know Xbox has never won a Game of the Year? Like Xbox games?
Really? Really? So no Xbox exclusive has ever won a Game of the Year? It's only had one game nominated.
Xbox had a Game of the Year, The Legend of Zelda.
Wait, no, that's not right. Okay, Google's AI is trash.
Right here, props to Game Rant. Xbox has never won Game of the Year at the Game Awards.
It only had
one prestigious.
One game nominated. What game was nominated? Let's see. What game was this that was nominated?
You want to take a guess?
I'm
going to say one of the Halos.
I'm going to say the most recent Gears of War.
Okay.
That game was trash, so I can see it being nominated. That's how our world sort of works right now. Let's see here.
Game Rant doesn't get to the point.
Okay, it was not what I was thinking it was at all.
Where is it? I can't see it.
It's right here.
Deathloop?
It was Deathloop.
That got a nomination?
That's crazy. And that's a Bethesda game, too. That's a Bethesda game. That's not even... Xbox owns Bethesda, but it's not... It was in development before
before the buyout.
Microsoft bought Bethesda.
But a lot of people were saying that they think PlayStation is buying these awards, pretty much.
If Astro Bot won, coming out of nowhere this year...
Yep.
I don't understand how it's not a paid advertisement for the Game Awards.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yep.
I don't.
Let's look through the...
No, that's okay. Speaking of game studio acquisitions, did you hear Sony might be buying FromSoft?
Yes.
What are your thoughts?
You know, I don't know.
Okay.
I have a bad feeling about it.
Yeah.
Because I feel like they're just going to ruin it.
Okay.
But I don't know.
See, here's my thing. It's not Microsoft buying it.
True.
If Microsoft was buying it, I'd be a lot more worried. But PlayStation, even though they haven't put out a lot of games in the last... Well, since the PS5 came out... they've always done well with FromSoft games. The ones that have been exclusive to Demon Souls and Bloodborne.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent. So I think we're probably safe if they buy the parent company. But my only concern is exclusivity deals.
Mm-hmm.
They'll release on PC.
Yep.
They just won't be going to Xbox anymore.
No.
So...
Well, I pulled up the past 10 years of Game of the Year winners.
Okay.
2014, 10 years ago.
Dragon Age Inquisition.
Would you say that's fair?
I've never played it.
I haven't either.
I've never played it. I heard a lot about it that year, though. Like, I remember, I think that was my senior year of high school. I remember people talking about it. Like, I definitely remember going to school and hearing people talk. People that I didn't even talk to. I'd be, like, walking down the hallway and hear people talking about it. So, like, that one's probably fair. I don't know, but probably. Last good Dragon Age game, apparently Dragon Age Inquisition. Also, it was competing against Hearthstone. That's crazy.
That's wild.
Dark Souls 2.
Valid.
Bayonetta 2. Very valid. And Middle-earth: Shadow of Mordor.
Valid.
Okay.
2015.
The Witcher 3: Wild Hunt. By the way, let me go on a tangent. Did you see the trailer for Witcher 4?
Yes. What do you think of it?
So, a lot of people are upset about the way Ciri looks.
She does look a little odd.
It's the camera angles.
Think so?
It's one. So okay. So you seen that screenshot where her face looks like an egg?
Yes.
Okay. The reason her face looks like an egg is because she's walking towards the camera and it keeps zooming in towards her face.
Oh, okay.
There are other angles where it shows her fighting whatever that monster is she's fighting, and her face looks normal.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like she runs into the cave, her face looks normal. So it's literally just bad camera angles on a pre-rendered trailer. I think it's going to be fine. I think people overreact about the slightest little things.
They do.
So
literally.
Yep.
It's gonna be interesting though, not playing as Geralt.
Yeah.
How do you think that's gonna go out? You think it's gonna be?
I mean, I think it'll be fine.
Think so?
Honestly, some of my favorite parts of The Witcher 3, and I know this is a hot take, were where you played as Ciri.
Yeah.
I thought that was cool because, for one, she has different powers. She has the cool teleportation powers.
Yep.
She only has one sword, and you don't have all the potions, which kind of like felt like a setback. Mm-hmm. Like it was almost like when you switch characters in Marvel's Spider-Man games.
Yeah.
Except you could be part of combat.
Yeah.
So like it was cool. It was a nice sidetrack in a game where you spent a lot of time with the main character. I think 100% that game somewhere around 120 hours.
Sounds about right.
So, which I came very close to doing.
How many hours did you think you put in?
If I had my Steam in front of me, I could check, but I know it was about around 100. The only reason I didn't finish the second DLC, I don't remember what it's called, Blood and Wine.
Yep.
I didn't finish Blood and Wine because I had my game modded just for like some basic things, and then Steam was like, update, and it corrupted my save.
Nice.
And I wasn't going to go do it all again.
No.
So, but I'm thinking about it now that Witcher 4
Now that I saw the trailer, I'm thinking about playing it again.
Yeah, it's a good game.
It is good.
It's a good game. What was it competing against in 2015?
Let's see.
In 2015, it was competing against... Wow,
that's stacked.
2015 was one of the best years in gaming, at least in modern gaming, in my opinion.
Yep.
It was competing... The Witcher 3 was competing against Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain. That game's excellent.
It is.
It's very good. I've never finished it, but it's really good.
Yeah.
Bloodborne, which is great. Another FromSoft game. Year after year, FromSoft seems to get nominated, but I don't think they ever win.
No.
Super Mario Maker.
That's interesting.
That is interesting.
Pretty cool. Have you played it?
I've never played it, but I know you make your own levels and stuff.
Cool.
I know people make impossible levels in it.
Yep.
And Fallout 4. I have mixed opinions on Fallout 4, but overall I enjoyed it.
Yeah, me too.
It's not as replayable as other Bethesda games.
I would play... Well, my favorite Fallout is Fallout 3. I would play that 10 times over than to play Fallout 4 again.
Yeah, I like 3 a lot. It's very dated.
It is. Does not hold up.
I do like it. This is also a hot take. I like it better than New Vegas.
I do too.
New Vegas probably has superior writing.
Yes.
I just can't get into the Mojave Wasteland.
I can't either.
It's like, I've played it. It's... I don't know. I don't know how I feel about a post-apocalyptic cowboy game.
Yeah.
Which is what New Vegas feels like.
Yep.
Versus the Capital Wasteland, which I feel like is a lot more fun.
Yeah. Now.
All right. So, 2016. This is where gaming started to get stupid. Overwatch was the 2016 game of the year.
I loved Overwatch. I played it day one.
I wasn't into it.
It's good.
I played the beta. I wasn't into it.
Overwatch was phenomenal, and then they ruined it with 2.
Yeah. And then, okay. Honestly, I like
this.
I like the other games better on this list. Titanfall 2.
Goated.
Doom.
Yep.
Inside. What?
I've
heard of this game. I don't know what Inside is, but I've heard of it. And Uncharted 4.
Goated.
It's interesting that Overwatch won that year.
It is interesting.
Okay. All right. 2017. This one absolutely deserved it.
Yep. 100%.
The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild won 2017. That is an excellent game. I've probably put 100 hours into it.
You can tell this is where gaming went into shit because PUBG was a nominee against this game.
All right, so you had PUBG, Horizon Zero Dawn, that's good.
That's good, yeah.
Super Mario Odyssey, so you had 2 Nintendo titles going against each other in the same year.
Yep.
And Persona 5.
Yep.
Persona 5, I've heard it's good. I've not played it.
I haven't either.
But I've heard it's a really good JRPG. All right.
Valid.
2018, also valid. I understand this one.
Yep.
God of War, 2018. What are your thoughts on God of War? You're playing through it right now.
I am. It's good. I feel like it gets a little repetitive.
It can, yeah.
I mean, different realms are cool.
Yeah.
I mean, it freshens it up a little bit, but once you're there for like 15, 20 minutes,
yeah,
you're just like, okay, wow.
The combat's what I really enjoyed out of it.
Oh, it's good.
The combat and story were
smooth.
excellent.
Yeah.
It's probably the most fluid combat, and the axe feels like it has real weight to it.
Yep.
Especially with the way the controller haptics work with it.
Yep.
It's peak.
Mm-hmm.
I've not played Ragnarok yet, though. I
neither.
need to do that.
The install, though, remember that? Looking at that?
Oh, yeah. It was like 180 gigs or something.
Interesting.
Okay, so in 2018, God of War was up against Monster Hunter World. That game I remember hearing was really good.
Yeah.
I worked at Pizza Hut at the time, and one of my coworkers played Monster Hunter World for 2 months straight. Like, that was the only thing he played. So I heard about that a lot. I'm curious, further down the list, though, I feel like there's something that should have beaten God of War. But
God.
We're going to get to that in a second. So, Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Assassin's Creed started to go downhill that year, but I feel like that was... It was a big milestone because you had 2 options of who you could play as.
Yep.
Which was cool. Correct me if I'm wrong, though. Did Syndicate do that first?
Yes, but most missions were character specific.
Oh, okay. So you switched between the two depending on what you're doing. Okay,
that makes sense.
All right. Marvel's Spider-Man. That was a very good game. I can see that and God of War being up against each other in the same year. I'm going to skip this one and then go back to it. Yeah. Celeste. I don't know what Celeste is.
Either.
I feel like it's one of those random indie games that gets nominated but never had a chance. It's like the token indie game.
Yep.
But, oh well. Now, here's the one that I'm confused about and why it didn't win. And Sony won. Red Dead Redemption 2.
That's rigged as hell.
How did Red Dead Redemption 2 not win Game of the Year? Not only was that game a narrative masterpiece, but it was a technical marvel.
Yep.
The horse ball shrank in the cold. And it didn't win. The environment adapted around you.
Yeah.
As you move through the game.
Yes.
You could walk through the snow and your tracks would get covered by falling snow.
Yes.
But God of War won.
Now, okay. Hear me out, okay?
Okay.
You have 2 of these in your hand, all right?
Yeah.
God of War.
Mm-hmm.
Daddy issues. Bitchy son.
Okay.
Parenting lessons.
Yeah.
Wife.
Mm-hmm. Dead wife.
Dead wife. Realms.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Red Dead. You can do anything you want. Massive open world. The world evolves around you.
Mm-hmm.
Intense story.
Mm-hmm.
Probably one of the best stories I've ever played.
100% one of the best stories I've ever played.
Versus this. Which one are you going to choose?
I feel like for most people it's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
For me personally, if I had to choose to play through one of the 2 games again, it would be God of War.
Really?
Yep. The reason why, God of War has a better gameplay loop, in my opinion.
Okay, I disagree.
And the reason why I say that, most of what you're doing in Red Dead Redemption 2 is riding from town to town on your horse.
Okay.
That is the majority of the game. That's most of the gameplay loop. The combat is secondary to riding on your horse between towns.
Okay.
God of War 2018 is basically all action all the time.
Fair enough.
So it's what's going to hit your dopamine quicker.
So that year was dopamine hits?
It was dopamine hits. And I would argue that it had been since Overwatch 1.
Yeah, probably.
Now, 2019. This one's interesting. This is the one FromSoft game that I've never touched.
Pause. I gotta turn that fan on. I'm burning up.
That's fine. Go ahead and turn that fan on. While he's turning the fan on, I'm going to go ahead and go with the 2019 Game of the Year winner, which was Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice. This is a FromSoft game I've always wanted to play but never did. I thought that the mechanics in this one looked very good. Oh no.
Did the Gundam fall?
The Gundam has fallen.
No.
It looks like it held together, but I'm not reposing it. You can just lay him on your shelf sideways, exactly like that.
I like it.
Just make him look dead.
I like it. No!
What was that? Was
Dishonored.
Dishonored has fallen.
Okay.
Well. We're still recording.
Yeah, I was making sure everything.
Why did the screen not turn on? There it goes. Okay, cool. Cool, we're live. Okay, anyway, back to Sekiro.
Yes.
Back to Sekiro. I've always wanted to play this game.
Never played it.
I've never played it. It looks cool. It was like a samurai FromSoft game.
Yes.
Never touched it.
Neither. I was excited for it,
I
but I just never picked it up.
I was hyped as fuck for this game, and then I forgot about it.
Yeah, me too.
So what was it competing against? I wonder.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, you'll like this list.
This is a cool list.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. It was competing against Resident Evil 2.
Valid.
I don't give a shit about it, but I've heard it's good.
Great.
And that's the remake.
Yeah,
to be clear.
Yes.
The Outer Worlds. I love that game.
Yes, it's pretty much Fallout in space, yeah?
It's Fallout in space, but it's very, like, anti-capitalist, but not in a way that's like communism is good.
Okay.
Like, it does it well.
Okay.
It parodies capitalism very well.
Okay.
But it feels like Fallout, kind of.
Yeah, because
It's made by Obsidian.
yes, they made Fallout New Vegas.
They made Fallout New Vegas. In my opinion, this game's 10 times better than New Vegas. Fight me.
You just get all kinds of DMs. Kill yourself.
Oh, I know.
Kill yourself.
I'm curious what's going to happen on the podcast clips on TikTok tonight. Or tomorrow, whenever we get around to posting those. All right. Next is Death Stranding.
Baby walking simulator.
Yes and no at the same time.
No, it's never.
I tried really hard to get into Death Stranding. I got like 20 hours in, and it was still basically the tutorial.
Yeah.
Very hard game to get into. I've heard that if you get past that point, it gets a lot better. I just can't.
You know what I think?
What's up?
I think our simple little brains cannot comprehend Hideo Kojima's mind.
Oh, I agree.
I think he's just a god.
I think he's living in a different dimension.
Yes.
Like most of the time.
Yes.
I'm glad, though, that he got away from Konami.
Yeah.
Because from what I heard about Metal Gear Solid 5, it wasn't good.
Mm-mm.
They had him locked in a room and forced him to do overtime and isolated him from his family. It was not good. It was not good.
Nice.
Yep. Now, the next one on the list, this is one of my favorite games of all time. I strongly suggest that you play this game.
Yeah, I know.
I've recommended this game to you so many times.
I know.
Control. By Remedy?
Sounds right.
Remedy Entertainment or Remedy Software, whatever it is. Remedy Studio.
Mm-hmm.
Great game. Absolutely one of my favorite third-person shooter games ever. Amazing writing, amazing world building, I should say. Crazy twists that happen throughout it. You basically have force powers. And a gun, so it's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool. Smash Bros. Ultimate. I like the nomination.
Mm-hmm.
I understand why it didn't win. I 100% understand why it didn't win with everything else that was on this list. Like, Smash Bros. Is great. It's one of those games you have people come over to play. It's not as fun to play by yourself.
God, no.
At all.
Smash Bros. By themselves. That's depressing.
Well, I did it just to grind for stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because you can grind for characters, but once you unlock everything, there's no reason to.
Okay. Oh, God.
All right.
let me do this.
I'll let you take over on this one.
2020 Game of the Year winner, The Mid of Us Part 2. Awful. Listen, the hype I had for this game was unbearable. I couldn't sleep when it got announced.
Not just the hype that you had, but the hype that everybody had except for me, because I think I'm the only person that's not played the first one.
So good, dude. The Last of Us, for me, is what your control is.
Okay.
But anyway, The Last of Us Part 2 won Game of the Year. You know how many times I've tried to play this game?
I think you've told me 5.
5 times.
Yeah.
I've played The Last of Us, the first Last of Us, probably 10 plus times. I just can't do it. I can't do it. And you know where I always stop is when you play as Abby.
Yeah.
I cannot stand that. Anyway, let's just see. Let's see if it's valid compared to
what was it up against?
Oh, okay.
Fuck. Okay.
Not valid.
All right. So Last of Us Part 2 was up against Hades, which I've heard was a really cool isometric roguelite.
Yeah.
So I've heard that that's cool. Animal Crossing New Horizons. I know people that have put 1,000 hours into Animal Crossing New Horizons.
That's amateur numbers.
Which is crazy. Yeah, I've never played it.
I haven't either.
I've never played it. But it's crazy. Doom Eternal. I understand why Doom didn't win. Doom's fun, but I get why it doesn't win.
The replay value is not good for me.
Same. Like, the replay value is not good for me, not good enough for me to finish them.
No.
I've not finished either of the new Doom games. Now, the next one on the list, personally, I think it should have beaten Last of Us Part 2.
Definitely.
Ghost of Tsushima.
Yep. Beautiful.
One of the prettiest worlds I have ever seen with an amazing story. Kind of... It's above average as far as the gameplay goes. I wouldn't say it's the absolute pinnacle of gameplay, but it's very good.
Yep.
It's one that makes me want to get back into it, even when I've played through it 3 times.
Yeah.
Like, it's a very good game. Final Fantasy VII Remake. Also great. I know you've not played it. I'd highly recommend it. It's really good. It's like 25 to 40 hours to play through it, depending on if you do everything or not.
Okay.
So it's definitely worth it.
And this is where it gets even worse.
All right, 2021. I've actually heard that this game's really good, so I'm not going to bash it too much, but I'm curious what it's up against.
I bet decently quality games.
Yeah. 2021 Game of the Year winner. It Takes Two.
It does.
I've heard this game's great. It's a couch co-op game. You have to have 2 people to play it, right?
Yeah.
I don't think you can play it single player.
No.
I don't think you can.
I don't know.
I'd have to verify that. But It Takes Two. I've heard it's good. I've not played it. It's a game I actually want to sit down and play with my wife, but I've not played it yet. So let's see what it was up against. Oh.
Bruh.
Okay. Well, this was the year that Xbox got nominated for a game that they didn't develop.
I bet they had so much hope knowing it was against that game, and they lost.
I don't think anybody saw this one winning. Next year's good, but I'm not going to get to that yet.
Okay.
All right, I'll let you go over the competition this time.
Resident Evil Village, phenomenal.
I've heard it is. I don't play horror games, but I've heard it is.
Good. Probably should have won. Against all these nominations.
Against the nominations, I'm saying yes, except for maybe Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. That game was excellent.
Fair enough.
That game's very good.
So the nominations that were against It Takes Two were Resident Evil Village, Metroid Dread, Deathloop, Xbox only nomination, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, and Psychonauts 2.
Okay.
It was a shitty year.
Ratchet and Clank was really good. I'm not gonna lie, I platinumed it.
Oh.
It was good.
Okay.
I think I platinumed it.
Was it easy platinum?
Mostly. I think there was one part there was one thing that was missable, which was annoying, but I got it. But I think it was an easy platinum. It's been a while since I played it. It was one of the first games I played when I got my PS5.
When you go to platinum a game, do you go to PSN profiles?
What do you mean?
That's where all the platinum trophy, like,
Like, do I look at the PlayStation thing to see what all the trophies are, or? Gabe has come on his laptop. It's confirmed.
Where did the cursor go? Hello?
Okay. There it is. Oh.
You don't go to this website?
Yeah, I have before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I recognize it.
Yeah.
I just didn't know what it was called.
Yeah.
I don't chase platinums anymore unless they're like easily obtainable.
Yeah.
If they're retarded and things are missable and there are glitches that can force you to not get them, then I don't go for them.
That way now.
Control was the game that ruined that for me.
Oh yeah.
I was one trophy away.
Oh.
And I did the thing.
Yeah.
And it didn't platinum.
So you're fucked.
So I redid it. It didn't platinum.
Oh man.
And I was like, it's like absolute end game. Like it's after you finish everything. So I was like, I'm not playing through this again to do it. All right, 2022. I'll let you take this one because you've played it.
I haven't.
You've not played this game?
No.
I thought you had it.
I did. We're gonna get personal here.
Okay.
An ex-girlfriend bought it for me.
Oh, she came to me and asked me what game you wanted
did?
that year. Yeah,
Interesting.
and I told her Elden Ring.
And then we broke up not too long after that.
Did you give it back to her?
No, I sold it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no, I just couldn't play it.
Huh. Okay.
I do want to though.
Interesting.
I just couldn't at the time.
Honestly, I've wanted to pick it up. Like,
Yeah.
I don't pick up a lot of FromSoft games, but this one, I know how varied the builds can be.
Yeah.
And from what I've heard, it's the most accessible one.
Mm-hmm.
So I've thought about picking it up. And Bloodborne's definitely not that.
No.
So it's very difficult. So I feel like this won't be as hard.
Yeah.
But
I heard the
also,
open world is pretty hard to navigate without guides.
That's what I've heard too.
Yep.
That's what I've heard too. You just have to sort of memorize it.
Yep.
So, which I'm honestly not to like sound like a jackass on the podcast, but I'm pretty good at navigating open worlds without using a map.
Nice.
Used to, for some reason, I wanted to be more immersed in open worlds.
Uh-huh.
So I made a rule for myself that I couldn't fast travel.
Fair enough.
Because of this, I've been playing through Skyrim again.
Yeah.
And I've been able to navigate the world like flawlessly. Like it's going around the town we live in.
Nice.
Like it's weird.
That is weird.
I can see specific lampposts and know where I'm at.
Wow.
Like it's crazy. The only place that's slightly difficult is outside of Markarth.
Mm-hmm.
Because you have all of those, like,
Yep.
you've got 3 or 4 different roads, but they all go between mountains.
Yep.
And it gets confusing there.
Yep.
Everywhere else, though, is not too bad.
So let's see what Elden Ring was up against.
All right, Elden Ring.
Awful year, I think, except Horizon. Oh, no?
Actually, no, not too bad. Xenoblade Chronicles 3. I didn't know that Xenoblade Chronicles 3 came out. I played 2 when it came out on Switch. Mm-hmm. And it was okay. I feel like the plot was centered around Pyra's tits the whole time. Like, okay, so there's a character in the game. She's your first, like, companion you get.
Yes.
Her name is Pyra.
Uh-huh.
She's also your weapon.
Oh, nice.
If I'm remembering it correctly. I guess she's, I don't know if she's like technically a Xenoblade or whatever. I don't remember how the world works. But I think she turns into a weapon. But you go to awaken her and she's in like this glass sarcophagus. And it zooms up from her feet and then stops at her tits for a solid 10 seconds and then keeps going. And they're not just like normal either. They're like this big.
Whoa.
And her frame is like this.
Oh.
It's ridiculous. And that's how this game is the entire time. It's like big tit anime
Tits
girls
everywhere.
the whole time. And it's a Switch exclusive. It's a Nintendo exclusive game. So
a lot of Switches have sticky buttons now.
I'm sure. I'm sure.
Nerds.
People with their A button just glued in there permanently. All right, A Plague Tale Requiem. Have you played any of the Plague Tale games?
No.
They were on PlayStation Plus.
Mm-hmm.
I think Innocence is the first one, Requiem is the second one. Tried to play Requiem.
Mm-hmm.
I was getting really into it. To be honest, though, like, it's not a horror game.
Mm-hmm.
But it has one of the darkest stories I think I've ever played.
Just like suspenseful type
Yeah,
game?
like the main character's little brother carries a rat plague in him. Like, he's patient zero, basically.
Yeah.
But the rat plague brings, like, this huge swarm of rats that just devours everything.
Nice.
It's not necessarily scary, but it's, like, depressing. And it, like, beats you down. Like, you feel your soul being crushed as you're playing this game, and I'm just not into that.
Yeah.
I understand that there are people that would really like it. I thought it was great when I was enjoying it, until I wasn't. But that was more a personal thing that I didn't enjoy it, rather than it being bad.
Yeah.
Horizon Forbidden West. I understand why that's on there. I've not played it.
Yeah.
But I've seen gameplay of it. Best water in a game I've ever seen.
Yep.
Absolutely gorgeous game. Stray.
It was fun. I played it. I have it.
I've not played it.
Fun.
What do you have it on?
My PlayStation library.
Is it digital?
Yeah.
Fuck. I was going to ask to borrow it.
Yep. Fun.
And God of War Ragnarok.
I would say valid.
I would say valid too. I've not played God of War Ragnarok yet. That's on my list, but I've not played it yet. I think if it's anywhere close to the original one, it'll be great. No, I've not touched it yet. All right, 2023. This one I absolutely understand. I've actually played this game, but not at length.
I don't know. You played it.
Yep, I have. I've not played it at length, just because I have kids, and this is not a game that's appropriate to play around kids. You don't want them walking in the room while you're playing Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah, like a Minotaur bear sex scene.
Yeah.
Don't want that?
Nope. You don't want orc cock in front of a 6-year-old girl. That's just not what we're looking for here.
No.
That's
But valid, though.
Yep.
Valid.
Yep.
Let's see what's up.
But, I mean, it was... So, I played it at a friend's house. And it was interesting because it gives you the freedom to absolutely fuck up your playthrough.
Oh.
There was an NPC I interacted with. He annoyed the piss out of me, so I killed him.
Nice.
I didn't have to kill him. There wasn't anything, like, particularly wrong that he did. He just annoyed me, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna kill him.
Nice.
And I did. And it had some pretty immediate effects, and it was cool.
Okay.
So, like, it was actually, it felt like a good RPG experience, so I understand why. Alright. Now, what it was up against. Alan Wake 2.
Okay.
Heard that's great.
I have. Ooh.
Spider-Man 2.
It wouldn't have won, though.
Spider-Man 2 should not have won. No. And I'm glad it didn't. It did not deserve to win.
No.
I enjoyed the game. I enjoyed playing it. I enjoyed the story while I was playing it.
Yep.
I didn't enjoy the story after I thought about it.
No.
Not at all.
Resident Evil 4.
I didn't play it.
It's alright.
Okay.
I've never heard of this game.
Super Mario Bros. Wonder?
Never heard of it.
It's the newest one.
Is it after Odyssey, I guess?
No, so this one's like a side-scroller. Like,
okay.
It like takes it back to like old school Mario, but it does some different things. It looked interesting.
Okay.
And then Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom.
Those two, that and Baldur's Gate 2 and 2, are going against each other?
I would say so, yeah.
Yep, valid.
Honestly, both of them should have won. If both of them
agree.
could have won, I think that's what should have happened. And here we are at 2024, the game of the year. Astrobot. What do you think?
Let me guess. I know. Oh, no, wait, I already know him. Never mind. Oh. I've seen that list so many times, it's not even funny.
Yep. So, Astrobot was up against Balatro, Black Myth Wukong, Elden Ring, Shadow of the Erd Tree,
DLC.
Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
The reason why I say that is because everybody on Twitter does that.
Yeah.
Every time that this...
They're like DLC.
They're like, it's a DLC. I can't win Game of the Year because it's not a game.
Don't you mean X?
Sorry. Previously known as Twitter.
Old ass.
I was on Twitter when they had egg profile pictures, bro.
Yeah.
That's how long I've been on Twitter.
My original Twitter account I opened in 2013. Or no, I'm sorry, 2012. It was 2012 when I opened my original account.
I would say I was pretty close to that.
I don't have it anymore, but that was when I originally opened it.
Either. God knows what I put on there.
And Metaphor Refantasio. I still don't know how to pronounce this game. I don't know what this game is. I don't know what Metaphor is. So.
Well, there's the past 10 years.
The past 10 years of the Game Awards.
And it started going downhill after 2018.
No, I think it was 2017.
You think so?
When was it? 2016,
2016.
Actually. Yeah, when Overwatch won, that's when it all went to shit. Yeah, it all went to shit when Overwatch won. In my opinion.
Yeah, it's funny.
What's up?
We haven't even touched on our topics, but it's fine.
Yeah, that's okay.
I like it.
That's okay.
This is the episode, though, Game of the Year Awards, Robbery.
Yeah. So, I'm curious, since we're doing this a little bit differently, what have you been playing?
So, I have been going through what I would like to call a gaming runt or whatever. Not runt, but
Rut?
Rut.
Yeah.
Runt.
Gaming rut?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I finished Arkham Asylum.
Okay.
And then I went to God of War.
After failing to platinum it.
I did. Sorry.
It's okay.
Combat challenges killed me.
It's okay. I tried it too a long time ago and it sucked ass.
It does.
So
I tried playing God of War. I just couldn't finish it.
Yeah.
So I gave that a break. I downloaded the first Descendant.
Mm-hmm.
Titties.
Yes.
It got old super quick.
Yeah.
You know, I played it for 6 hours my first session.
Okay.
And then another 6 hours my second session.
Okay.
I put like a consistent time into it.
Yeah.
And it was very repetitive.
Yeah.
Very repetitive.
I didn't put that much time into it. I put probably 4 hours into it my first session, and that was my only session. And the reason why it reminded me a lot of Warframe mixed with Destiny.
Yep.
Those are the only two games that have ever completely eaten my life away.
Yep.
And because it reminded me of those two, I waited a couple days to see, if that feeling of, ooh, let's get these dopamine hits would go away. And it didn't, so I installed it. Because I didn't want it to turn into a problem, personally.
See, that was my thought, but the gameplay was just way too repetitive.
Was it?
I mean...
Which character did you pick?
The Frost Girl.
Oh, okay, I did too.
And then I started playing Bunny.
Oh, okay.
She's fun.
Yeah, you get Bunny pretty quick, don't you?
Yep.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, all the missions felt the same to me.
Yeah.
Like, defend this building.
I feel like it has like a bait and switch with the first mission.
Yep.
Because the first mission actually has structure and it's like this cool story mission.
Yes.
And then none of it's like that after you get into the overworld.
Yep. So then I did that.
Mm-hmm.
And then I reinstalled Counter-Strike.
Oh, no.
That game is the game I have the most hours in.
Mm.
Since the last time I played it, which was 2 days ago, Dishonored. Since 2 days ago, I have 580 hours.
Wow.
Yes. Depressing.
That's crazy.
But I've been playing that. Still very toxic.
Yeah.
So, and then...
You're called the N-word?
Oh, dude, you get called that. Suka Blet from Russians.
Yeah.
It's great.
To translate, though, that means cunt whore in Russian. Right?
Yeah, no, bitch whore.
Oh, bitch whore.
Yes.
Sorry, I thought it was cunt whore.
And then I saw Cyberpunk put out a new patch, 2.4. Updated a whole bunch of stuff.
Okay.
Added some content. So I reinstalled Cyberpunk. We're going to see how it goes.
Okay.
I'm going to do a whole different playthrough.
Okay.
So that's what I've been doing.
Okay.
What about you?
So, I've hardly played anything in the last, 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
I downloaded Temtem, though. which if you don't know what Tim is, I told you, but for those listening or watching, Tim is basically a knockoff Pokemon game that's also an MMO. I played it for like 6 hours straight. It is very addictive. It plays exactly like you would expect a Pokemon game to play. It has a pretty decent art style too. It's this cool cel shaded art style on top of it. But the battles look exactly like Pokemon battles, and it's cool the way that the leveling and evolution works. Because it doesn't matter if you're in the middle of a battle or not. Once you hit the level for your Tim to evolve, it does it in the middle of battle. Or you get a new ability. When you level up, you get it in the middle of battle and you can use it immediately.
Watch out. They're going to come after you, Tim. I hear those papers being printed by Pokemon.
This game's actually been out longer than...
I know what you're thinking of.
Pokemon with Guns.
Yeah.
What is that game called?
Pal
World.
Pal World.
It's been out longer than Pal World.
Yeah.
And as far as I know, they've not gotten sued or in any legal trouble with Nintendo.
What a surprise.
It is surprising because like it's the same gameplay loop. Instead of a Pokeball, you have a thing called a catch card. It looks like a floppy disk. You throw it at it and it spins around it while it like scans the Tim and then it goes into the catch card and then it goes back into your inventory. And you can choose whether it's in your squad or it goes to the, I want to say Pokédex, but it's not your Pokédex.
Dex.
Yeah, whatever it is. It goes to your Tim bank. It's cool.
But give it time, though. Nintendo's going to do...
Yeah, Nintendo.
Or whoever, yeah. Right. You have cute little monsters you can summon? It's mine, bitch. It's mine.
Mine. It's cool.
That's cool. I'm out. Is it on PlayStation? You said
it's actually on the monthly right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you can play it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't like this month's games. Didn't really interest me.
Tim's one of them.
I know.
Yeah.
I forgot.
I don't know what the other ones were.
They were stupid. Like one of them was an anime game, and another one was I can't remember what it was.
Yeah, I claim all of them, even if it's a game that I don't want. I claim all of them every month. Because there have been times that I haven't, and then ended up regretting it. When it was a game that I wasn't interested in, then later became interested in.
Yeah.
So I just do it every month.
Yep.
Yep. All right, so this one's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
You put this, so I know you have something on your mind.
I do.
The biggest comebacks in gaming.
Yes.
Or games that flopped on launch and then became way better.
Yep. So,
excuse me.
For me, at least in my time, my lifetime, and what really stuck out to me most was Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
When that game first came out,
oh, it flopped hard.
Dude, it was like an N64 game graphically.
Yeah.
And it played like a cheaply made PS1 game.
Yeah.
It was awful.
Mm-hmm.
I got lucky, though, when it launched. It didn't glitch that much for me.
Yeah.
I had some graphical issues, but, horrible launch.
Did you get it on PC or PlayStation?
PC.
Okay.
Yeah, which is probably why.
That's probably why. PC was the way to go with it.
Yeah. But no, it had a rough probably year and a half, and then they came out with a big update. Amazing after that.
Yeah.
Came out with the DLC. Player base is still huge. Still making a bunch of money. Still putting out updates consistently.
Yeah.
Came back better than ever.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I've been curious to play it. I just haven't yet. Again, not a game appropriate to play around my kids. Yeah. So I have trouble playing a lot of games that I want to play that I can't right now. Yeah. Maybe in a few years. Yeah. Maybe like when they're teenagers.
Because they're what, 8 and 6?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll give it 6 more years at least.
The game will be free by then.
Huh?
The game will be like $1 by then.
Pick up at GameStop for $1 if GameStop's not finally closed permanently.
Yep.
For me, the biggest comeback that I've seen is No Man's Sky.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember the launch of No Man's Sky?
Awful.
It was terrible.
Yep.
It was I remember being so hyped for this game because they promised Sean Murray, the guy behind Hello Games, promised so many things that didn't come to pass.
Yep.
They still haven't. There have been a lot of updates that have made it better, but it's still not what they promised at launch.
Yep.
But it did have a good comeback.
Yeah.
I've played a lot of the game. I enjoy the gameplay loop, even though every planet's still basically the same.
Yeah.
It's cool. It's cool. I've never finished it.
Yeah.
Like, finished the main story. But it's fun. I enjoy it.
Do they still update it?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, there's still, like, big updates that are coming out for it.
Cool.
Have you seen their new game?
Mm-mm.
It's called Light No Fire, I think. They're claiming it's the first truly open world game.
What does that mean?
So what they mean by that, it is one planet,
Okay.
but the entire planet is open. So you can go anywhere on this one planet. So imagine if you took one of like the large planets from No Man's Sky,
Okay.
and then take the concept of No Man's Sky, but shrink it down to the size of a planet, and then make it a fantasy game. It looks cool.
What is it called?
I think it's called Light No Fire, I think. Yeah, it looks cool. Like there are dragons and shit.
Interesting. So if you go like straight for a long ass
You
time,
could theoretically put a rock on your W key and circle the entire planet and come back to where you started.
Okay, that's what I figured.
Yeah, theoretically. I don't know if it'll actually work that way or not, but it looks cool.
You think it's gonna work out? That's a big promise.
So, to be honest,
A whole world, literally.
I think that they learned a lot from No Man's Sky.
Yeah.
Especially with what they've done with it since launch. So I think if they're basically taking the concept of No Man's Sky and scaling it down to a single planet.
Yeah.
I think it's doable, and I think it has a very good chance at being almost what they're promising at launch. I'm gonna be patient and see, and it'll probably be one of those games I play a year after they've patched everything.
Yeah.
But we'll see. We'll see how it is. I think that they're gonna take more time and actually polish it, though.
As they should.
I think Sean Murray's been a lot less public since the launch of No Man's Sky.
Yeah.
And he's a lot more specific about the things that he does say.
Yeah.
So I think they're trying not to overpromise and underdeliver again. I have high hopes for it. I'm not gonna say high hopes. I have hopes for it.
Yeah.
So I think he'll do well.
I think that's going to be a lot of content they're going to have to fill, though, in that big world.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I can't imagine. Well, I mean, who knows? But I would hope that they wouldn't fill the whole game with, like, fetch quests or get this many materials, but you got to fly across the map.
Well, I think it'll be stuff like that, and I think there'll be a lot of, like, procedurally generated dungeons and things of that nature also.
Okay.
Which will be cool. I don't know if that's true or not, but if it is, it'll be a lot like Elder Scrolls Arena or Daggerfall.
Okay. Yeah.
Just modern.
Yeah.
Which would be cool.
It would be cool.
So.
Yeah. Here's a question.
Okay.
If you didn't have to go to school to program a game, you had no limitations.
Can I just make my own?
What would your dream game be?
It kind of already exists, but you could do very different things with it.
Okay.
Have you seen the ultra modded Skyrim gameplay?
Where it like looks real?
Where it's like it looks like what the PS5 generation of consoles was promising.
Yes.
And all of the gameplay's changed.
Yeah.
And it has full ray tracing, and all of the level lists are different, but they work better. You can still tell it's Skyrim, but like it looks like a modern game. All of the combat's overhauled, everything feels weighty, the animations look good. Basically that.
Yeah.
If the the modded character models I always see in those look like shit. Like, I don't know how difficult it is to make a character model that looks like a real person in Skyrim. But they always look like shitty, like, Korean 3D anime.
Yeah.
Like, it looks like you took the character models from any Korean MMO and dropped them into Skyrim anytime I see any of these.
Yep.
So if you fix the character models, then that probably.
Okay.
You could even keep like the RPG elements to it and make it like a sci-fi thing, almost like Starfield, and I think that would be cool too.
Okay.
But yeah, basically, as long as the setting makes sense, a Skyrim type game, just better than what Bethesda is capable of producing.
Okay.
That's my opinion on it.
Okay.
What about you?
So mine, you might have to. Mine's gonna really mess with your head, maybe.
Okay.
Maybe not. You're smart, but maybe people that are listening, that are not really listening,
yeah,
they're just kind of like listening in the distance.
I'm curious if I'm gonna have to translate this or not. Let's see.
You might have to. You translate a little bit for me. Okay. So my dream game, if there's no limitations, would be a crime-based game.
Okay.
Maybe like GTA or Red Dead.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay.
You commit heists, you can do whatever.
Right.
You know. Anyway, you can do that. You're a criminal, and there is a love story involved. Okay. But you can choose between different eras. So what I mean by that is, let's say the base era of this game is modern New York.
Okay.
Okay. I can press a button, and it'll swap me to medieval times. Have the same plot, have the same, whatever. Keep the same story.
Yeah.
Obviously, the characters are going to look different, but maybe keep some similarities. But I can swap through different eras. I have different weapons.
That's cool.
Different armor.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Maybe switch to the 80s.
You know what would be cool, though?
What?
Just thinking on your premise. It would be cool if you had a game that was kind of like what you're saying, but let's say you start out in, like, medieval Europe. And you're playing as a character, and you basically play through the most pivotal moments in this character's life.
Ooh. Okay.
And that's this character's story.
Okay.
But how that story goes, you go from that one, and it affects the narrative into the next story. So you go from medieval Europe to like Victorian London.
Same family?
Same family.
Yeah.
Like same, at least direct descendant.
Yeah.
But what you did affects whether they're in like piss poor conditions in Whitechapel, or they're like a family of nobility.
Yeah.
And then it continues again. And like each section of the game could be like 20 hours. You could make a 100-hour game like this.
That's cool.
And honestly, like you could use the same map.
Yeah.
Like just drop in a different thing over it. I mean, look at Far Cry.
Yep.
Far Cry 4 and Primal. Yep. Same map. Yep. You don't realize it when you're playing it. So it wouldn't be that hard of a concept. It'd be it'd be hard to execute it well.
It would.
But it's definitely something that's doable.
Yep.
I think that'd be cool.
That'd be that would be it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Well,
and if you didn't get all the side quests done in a certain area, you could like go back and switch to that character if you wanted to.
Yes.
And just do the side stuff. Like the only thing that's really impactful is the main.
Yep.
I think that'd be cool.
We should make our own game studio, bro.
We should. Digital Realms Game Studio.
That's a perfect game studio name.
Digital Realms Productions.
Yep.
Here we go.
Check out our GoFundMe.
Yeah. Yeah. We should do it though.
Yeah.
We could do it.
I downloaded Unity.
Did you?
It's hard.
It is.
It's very hard.
It is.
It gave me a little tutorial.
Yeah.
That's so deceiving.
Oh, yeah. It's not a tutorial. It shows you where, like, 3 things are, and it's like, good luck.
Yeah. So I did the tutorial, and I was like, oh, I'm going to make a game today.
Yeah.
I was wrong.
Yeah.
I got past the tutorial. I clicked Create Project. The code started popping up.
Yeah.
And it was like, enter your code or whatever.
Yeah.
I was lost.
Yeah.
I closed it.
It's not easy.
And then I looked. I was like lessons on their website. They have a 20-week. The beginner class is a 20-week course.
Here's what we need to do. We need to start a game studio, but we're like creative directors.
I like it.
That's what we need to do.
I like it.
That's what we need to do.
We just need to find talent.
Yep. We need to find talent. We are hiring.
We are hiring.
Actively. It's unpaid until we turn a profit.
If we make a huge game, money.
Yep. Yep.
Money.
But we're not going to pay ourselves until you're paid. So don't worry about that. We got you covered.
We've been fucked before.
Yep. We have been. I am actively.
Well, we're close to the hour.
We are.
What are we doing?
I don't know. I think we should. I think we should do the 20-question character again.
Okay.
I think we should do that.
You want to flip a coin?
Yeah, we can do that. We can do that. You got a coin? I don't have a coin. I could just ask Google to flip a coin for me.
I like the.
You like the physical flip?
I like the physical touch.
Okay.
All right. What do you want?
Tails.
4. Giving or receiving?
Giving.
Giving?
Yeah.
Tails? Okay. Heads.
Heads?
So
Shit.
I'm giving.
Alright, time to bend over. Alright, let's go.
Let me think. Give me a moment.
Now, this time, if I think it's something specific, before I guess, like, the next 7 times, or before I ask the next 7 questions, I'm just going to throw it out and see if I get it.
Okay.
Because every time I've thought that it's something, and then I ask questions to confirm, it ends up being that anyway. So we're going to see. We're going to see how this goes.
Okay.
Alright.
I'm ready.
Okay. Is this character's game in a third-person perspective?
No.
Okay.
Can you look over for a second? I want to make sure I got the name right.
You could have used your phone. No, you couldn't. No, you couldn't. We're recording with your phone.
All right. You're good.
Okay. Does this character use guns?
Yes.
Okay. Is this character in a game that's set in the modern world? By modern, I mean like 1970s to present.
Yes.
Okay. Is this character's game set in a war setting? Like a wartime setting? Let me rephrase that. Is this character like a military character?
No.
Okay, no. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Did this game come out in the last 10 years? Do you not know?
No.
It didn't? Or do you not know?
I'm going to word this because I'm going to confuse myself.
Okay.
It's more than 10 years old.
Okay, so it's older than 10 years. So before 2014.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Is this character's game set in America?
No.
No. Okay. Is this character's game open world?
Yes.
Does this character have tattoos?
Yes.
Is this character Jason from Far Cry 3?
Yes. Frick.
I guessed it 9.
That's good. That's a new record, right?
I think, yeah.
All right. That was short. You do me.
Okay.
Let me receive.
I'll do you. I didn't have one in mind.
It's okay.
Let me think for a second.
Okay. This is going to be awful.
Okay.
All right. Open world.
Yes.
I'm writing my guesses down.
Okay.
Open world. First person.
No.
So, okay. Has this game come out in the last 10 years? Use that laptop.
I'm going to be more specific than yes and no for this answer.
Okay. That's scary.
Actually, no, I'm just going to say yes and no.
Is this a remaster?
No.
What?
Basically, it means there's more than one game in this series.
Okay, so this character spans across
This character's in multiple games.
Okay. Open world, third person. Huh. The character spans across the series. Is M rated? Do you know this game, Alex?
One of them, I think.
What? They have different ratings across the series?
I believe so, yes.
What?
Hang on.
Interesting.
But yes, I believe so. Let's see here.
Why are you looking for that? Is this made by Ubisoft?
No. Okay. Yeah, I was right.
What is it? What was my question? Oh no.
I think your question was, is this game rated M? Sometimes.
Oh my god. This isn't good. Third person, open world, M rated sometimes.
Yes. How many are you two?
4.
4.
Console exclusive.
No.
Is this game well known?
Yes.
You fucked me, man. This is
You're
messing me
only
up.
at what, 6?
I know, this is messing me up. Huh. Do you think I've played this game?
I know you've played this game.
I have played this game. Oh, God. I have no idea.
I know for a fact you've played this game. You're gonna, if you don't get this in 20, you might actually cry.
Okay, so this game obviously has sequels or prequels.
Yes.
That wasn't a question, by the way.
Okay.
I'm talking out loud.
I know.
You just gave me a freebie, though.
No, I didn't, because I said that there were multiple in the series.
3+.
Yes.
Oh my god. Is this a superhero?
Yes.
Ooh. So it's probably going to be Marvel or DC. Marvel has Spider-Man. DC has Batman. Those like notable games. Is this character Batman?
Yes.
Let's go. 10, baby.
There you go. Hell yeah.
I was nervous.
I'm glad you got it because I was going to feel really bad if you didn't.
I would have cried. I would have cried.
I know. We've
Favorite...
talked about this the last 3 episodes.
I know. My favorite like superhero and one of my favorite game series. That would have been so depressing.
Yeah. Oh, also, we talked about favorite DC characters. And I'm going to retract my statement about whichever one I said was my favorite.
Green Lantern.
Green Lantern is my second favorite.
Okay, who's your first?
John Constantine.
Really?
Is my favorite character, yes.
I forgot he was a DC character.
He's great. He's like a demon hunter. He's a cool character.
They have a movie.
Yeah, he's a cool character.
Keanu Reeves plays him.
Watch the animated one.
Is it better?
The animated one is so good. It's so good.
The movie was alright. It doesn't hold up.
I've never seen it.
It's alright.
I've never seen it, but the animated movie's really good.
Okay.
It's really good.
Valid. Well,
I think that's all.
You got any?
I think that's all we've got.
You got any final words?
I'm not paying $70 for Astrobot to find out if it's Game of the Year material or not.
When it comes out for free, if ever, I'll play it.
Oh, I can guarantee it's going to hit PS Plus in the next year.
Okay.
If it does, I'm going to play it in its entirety.
Just to see?
Just to see, and then I'll say whether or not it's worthy.
Okay.
So,
I would like to say, follow us on TikTok.
Digital Realms period, right?
No, it's Digital Realms _
At Digital Realms _
because just Digital Realms is taken.
Yep.
So and follow us or subscribe to us on YouTube as well.
Yep.
And yeah.
Yep. Be sure to like and subscribe, share with all your friends, or don't. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see where it goes, but we'll see you next week.
Peace.